Hi again. So I just wanted to do a quick follow-up video to the one I posted yesterday about why artists need representation at the United Nations. And I just want to give a quick disclaimer that I do not think that the UN has bad intentions against artists. I have a lot of good friends at the UN. I've done amazing, great work at the United Nations for the past, nearly 20 years. But we all know that good intentions don't always translate into responsible work. And I wanted to give a couple of examples of the harm I feel that has been done to the creative community because we do not have representation. For example, so in April 2020, right after COVID hit, the UN put out what was called a creative brief, soliciting contributions from the creative community, such as illustrations, photography, films, or whatnot, to help raise awareness about COVID and also dispel myths. The problem is, if you looked at the fine print, what they were asking for was non-exclusive rights to be able to take that content and share it with all of their partners, including Facebook and BBC, for free, pro bono. So essentially you're taking artwork from struggling creatives who are hit really hard by COVID and taking their artwork and giving it to mega corporations. Now, not only is that unethical, but I think there's a lack of understanding that creatives, artists, illustrators, or whatnot also make money on the back end of creating art. If you're not going to pay us to create these messages, these illustrations, we can then get money by licensing that same artwork to corporations. So you're cutting off an important revenue stream by asking artists to contribute artwork for free. Not only that, but that same creative brief said, we will try to give you credit, but we cannot guarantee it. So give us free work, and we can't even give you credit that we can guarantee. So it was mind-blowing to me. And then the UN spokesperson for the SDG Hub basically said, we want to flood the media channels, and I've never done this before. This isn't on my resume. And it's sort of like, well, yeah, it's kind of apparent, and that's why you need people who have experience with our industry to run these campaigns. Another one was a music initiative with ILO asking for both professional and amateur artists to submit songs about the theme of whatnot. They would give I believe it was a $500 reward or cash prize or whatever, plus the opportunity to have a professional recording of that song. What they failed to mention in the rules and regulations is who would own the publishing rights to that final song, and whether or not they were going to register the song with ASCAP or BMI or whatnot, so that artists can get royalties when that song goes out, or if it does well. The last one, more recent one that I saw, was one from UN Women about a contest, a comic contest, soliciting illustrations, drawings, paintings, or whatnot, where they said, we will give credit to the artist, which is good, it's an improvement, and we'll mention their social media handle, but we have the right to adapt and edit any contribution that has been made. So you're asking artists to give you artwork that you then adapt, which goes against any sort of artistic integrity and respect for an artist's work. So I'm going to go ahead and post those with this video. My intentions are good. It's not to be a troublemaker for the UN, but I've seen it over and over and over again, and having experience working in the space for the past, nearly 20 years, I feel like I have a good understanding of how to do this responsibly. But first and foremost, we need to get artists having a say in how these initiatives are being formed. Tomorrow, I'm going to request and make an ask of those of you who are following this and supporting about how to amplify the message that artists need representation at the United Nations in preparation for their big high-level meeting on May 21st, using their hashtag Voices for Culture. So thank you very much for listening. Appreciate it.